What is up, everybody? This is Drew with Pocket Steel, and we're here for a review on what is easily the favorite knife I have in my collection currently. It's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and this is the first decent blade that I picked up. I was into knives a lot back in the day, but I didn't know much about them. Still learning a lot, but it was a lot of $10, $15 little junk knives, and quickly got into guns, and that took over. But I've gotten back into knives and decided I want to pick up a good EDC blade, so I got this Paramilitary 2, and I can't find anything about it that I don't like. I absolutely love this blade. It's got really quick deployment. That's from the 13mm deployment hole here. It's a Spyderco thing, or they're known for it. And I wasn't sure how I felt about the actual looks of this blade before I actually got it, but it really grew on me, and I love it. There's just so many good things to say about this blade. It's got G10 handles. It's medium traction, and I mean it really, it's not going anywhere when it's in your hand. That's followed by this jimping right here, which is super aggressive. Your thumb is just really locked in securely. And then it's got the same jimping on the tang down here. If you were trying to do some fine work with that, and it's just, it's locked in securely, and it just fits right in my hand like a glove. I mean, it feels awesome. I find myself actually, my index finger ends up on that jimping in the tang a lot, and that really just, it feels good. I don't have large hands, so I don't know if that, maybe it's less of a stretch for my thumb, or my hand in general. So I mean, mine ends up there a lot, and it feels really nicely secure and locked in. So I love that. The compression lock system that Spyderco came up with, it makes this knife a whole lot of fun to just sit and flip it. It's super quick, and you can do it with one hand. I've finally gotten this knife broken in. When it came out of the box, it was pretty stiff, and I could open it by the thumb deployment hole, but it just definitely needed to break in, and now it's just completely will free fall. And I use the thumb hole a lot to open it, but you can use this compression lock and just kind of flip it like that, and it makes for a whole lot of fun just playing with the knife. And it's one of my favorite things about it. If I'm sitting around and messing with knives, I find myself playing with this a lot. This is currently my EDC that I carry. Other knives that I could, but it's just perfect for me. It's a 3 4/10 inch blade. So right under 3.5, and it fits perfectly with what I wear. Some guys like to carry a smaller blade, but it only weighs 3.8 ounces. So I never notice it. I'm carrying it. It's, some guys like a smaller one, but again, for what I wear, and I'll wear it on back right pocket, so fits perfectly. It is currently configured tip down, but it does have 4-way adjustable pocket clips, so you can carry it whichever way, and then that way it would essentially be ambidextrous. I am right-handed, so the compression lock works perfectly for that. If you were left-handed, I'm sure it'd be a little bit of an issue. Probably be able to figure out, maybe with your thumb like that. But being right-handed, that compression lock being over here works perfectly for me. What else can I say about it? The steel, CPM S30V steel. It's one of the super steels. Awesome. It's right out of the box. It came extremely sharp, so I didn't really need to do much with it. I am not by any means a master sharpener. I just kind of started getting into messing around with stuff. I don't want to go and ruin this knife at all, since I'm not, a master sharpener. So I touched it up a little bit with a fine grit stone. So, you know, it's just, there wasn't much that needed to be done. It was hair shaving sharp right out of the box. So, you know, that's awesome. And it's an amazing knife. You know, a couple more points. Let's see if I can get it to pick up. The liner on the inside is milled out, so you can probably see a little bit right in there. You know, to save weight, which is awesome. And it comes in different color variations that you could pick up. I liked the all black version, so that's what I went with. It's got a lanyard hole right here. Not really the lanyard on a pocket knife type guy, so I don't do that, but it is an option for, you know, anybody that would want to do that. Very fine point tip here. Apparently that's maybe one of the weaknesses of this knife, to where that could potentially break off. I know some guys have had it happen, so I'm not beating on this knife, you know, to the point where I see that being an issue. So I'm not too worried about it. But again, I just can't say enough good stuff about it. I mean, I can't think of one negative downside to this knife. So if you're in the market for a really good EDC blade, Spyderco Paramilitary 2, I mean, it's an awesome buy. I think they retail for, I'm not sure what they retail for. I picked it up on Amazon. I'm a Prime member, and I want to say it was like $125, something like that, which is about the going rate from what I saw. So, you know, it's not exactly cheap. You know, there's more expensive stuff out there, but for what you get in this knife, I mean, it's worth every bit of it. I cannot say enough stuff about it. Look at the extremely fast deployment on that knife. I mean, it's just effortless. And once it breaks in, I mean, it's super smooth, super smooth. I mean, there's not any grit to it at all opening up. The lockup extremely tight. There's no play in that whatsoever. The blade centering on it just spot on, dead perfect from the factory. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. Spot on. You know, it's just an amazing knife. They did a great job with it. It's got the Eric and Sal logo right there. So, yeah, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Again, if you're in the market for a really good EDC blade and you don't have one of these already, highly recommend this blade. So, anyway, if you're stopping in for the first time, thank you, and subscribe if this was interesting at all, and stay tuned for more blades, you know, working EDC, collectors, all that kind of stuff. So again, thank you for watching, and have a good day.